Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here or just stopping by, hello, my name is Jennifer and I would love it if you stuck around and subscribed. You already know from the title of the video, but I want to play around with this new palette I found at the drugstore. This was $9.99. I bought it at Walmart. It already looks a little funky, but it's okay. This is the new Physicians Formula Rosé All Play Eyeshadow Bouquet. I like that they're calling it a bouquet and it's all floral themed. That is super cute. These shades are named on the back. I'm just going to be pointing, but it is okay. I'm just running errands today and living my best life, so we're not going to do anything outstandingly crazy, but I thought it'd be fun to play with the Rosé All Play Bouquet palette today. Okay, sorry. There's something wrong with me. So this is in cardboard packaging and this has a loose magnetic close. Like it opens pretty easily and it's very cheap feeling. It's very cardboard, it's very light, but it is pretty. I will give it that. It's drugstore. I'm not gonna down it too awful bad. And it looks like there's some matte shades, shimmer shades, and then there are a few that are like chunky looking pressed glitters, which I am living for. So I'm gonna start off in the lower left corner and take this really pretty light bitch. Now y'all know I almost always wear all black and that eyeshadow just like exploded. So let's take this and it's actually looking pretty pigmented and just throw that in our crease. I'm filming this on Valentine's Day. If that tells you anything. No. James and I have honestly just been together so long that Valentine's Day isn't that big of a deal anymore. Birthday is really, you know, throughout the year if we want something and we tell the other one about it, they're just like, YOLO, go get it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So now that we have that happening in our crease, that's very peachy orange. And there was a ton of fallout. The rose stamp that was in that eyeshadow is almost completely gone already, so that's a thing. I'm gonna go in with this medium brown shade. The fallout is real with this one, guys. Oh, that's a pretty shade though. That is honestly like super freaking pretty. I don't want to do anything crazy or super dark or super bright. Nobody needs to go to the grocery store like that or to the water office. That reminds me, speaking of it, do you guys, and by you guys, I mean, I've looked at my demographics a few times because I get why why YouTube lets you see your demographics. But I mean, honestly, I'm going to make the content that I want to make. I'm obviously going to take into consideration what videos perform better and what videos get, you know, like the most interaction and all of that. But overall, I have a pretty settled in niche of vlogs, beauty, kind of business. And I'm not really going to change it. I don't really have anything else to do. I don't play video games, you know, I don't do a lot of hauls like clothing or anything like that, so I'm pretty much stuck in my niche. But I was looking and seeing that my demographics were like 18 to 25, which is honestly my age range. I just turned 25. And do you guys use checks? Is that a millennial thing? I'm gonna take the darkest shade, the darkest matte brown in the palette, which is in the lower right hand corner. I'm asking because I live out of city limits, okay? It feels like the middle of nowhere, but I'm really not. I just live outside of city limits, and my electric and my water bill are separated. I have like utilities and the water is a completely separate building, and neither one of them will take a bank card, a credit card, or anything. They take cash or they take checks. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I was like 18, I got into some shit, nothing like serious, you know, but I worked at McDonald's. My brother and I lived out on our own and we both like made like shit money. So we fell into the dumbassness that is check advances when we were 18, and it was horrible. And so since then, every time I've had to, you know, like go to the bank or anything and get like a joint account with James or a savings account, anything like that, I'm like, bitch, do not give me checks. I tell them not to give me checks because though I'm pretty sure I would never do that again, I don't want the temptation. So I don't use checks like ever. Is that weird? And I hate going to pay those 2 bills simply because I have to go to the bank and get cash out. Is that bad? Is that weird? Do you guys use checks? Because I don't. Like, when I had the contractor coming and going to, you know, fix the house and do the floor and the walls and all that in the shower, I gave them cashier's checks. I went to the bank and I got a cashier's check. I don't use personal checks. Is that weird? It feels weird. So we need to add a little bit of a something on this just to make it a little prettier. I don't think I'm going to use any of these shades as my highlight shade, like on my brow bone. The lightest shade in here without being like a chunky glitter is this one, which is pretty much a dupe, it looks like, for Wet n Wild's Brulee. You cannot even see that. Let me put them on my fingers together. Yeah, those are pretty much dupes. So I'm not really going to use that. That's not really a highlighty kind of shade for me, but I don't want to add a ton of color. I want this to stay pretty neutral, so I'm going to take this shade in the upper left hand corner, and it's called Fresh Bouquet. And I'm going to attempt to do it with a, wow, that is chunky. She's chunky. I'm going to attempt a brush at first. Yeah. Is my lighting okay? I never know if my lighting's okay or not. Let me try here. This is just dry, using a regular brush. I mean, it ain't nothing special, and it's nothing special, and it looks like it should be special. So let me load up my brush with the same color. Tap out excess, and I'm gonna spritz it with some setting spray. Oh, that's way prettier. I know you guys can't really see, but it's okay. Take my word for it. Also, I've been researching cameras again. Guys, I am not technologically informed. I'm not good at using technology. I have to look up about 30 YouTube videos per video I upload that I've edited on my MacBook. Before I had my MacBook and I was editing on my phone, it took me like 3 videos to get the gist of it, and I was ready to go. I was running around editing like a fool. Not that I have the best editing by any means, but you know, like, I got the hang of it. I got basic editing on my phone down on iMovie. And I was like, I want a MacBook. I already know iMovie. How hard could it be to transition? Bitch, it is completely different for somebody that does not fuck with computers. So I have to look up a ton of tutorials on YouTube every time I edit a video because I simply cannot understand it. I do not remember how to do stuff easily on my laptop, and it's just a mess most days. So when I first got my MacBook and I was like, yes, this is awesome. Now I have to save up and get a camera, you know, and then I'll be perfect on the ball. Here we go. Like, it's gonna be so fun. And yeah, when I got my laptop and I realized I don't know shit, now I'm kind of scared to buy a camera, but I've been looking into them. I'm gonna go back in with that darkest brown and just kind of mesh these two together. I've been researching all these cameras and I thought I had one picked out that I would like, and now I'm terrified that I'm gonna get the damn camera and not understand how to use it. Like, literally not be able to freaking understand it, because you can show me pretty much anything a few times and I get it. Like Zumba songs, when I do a new Zumba song, I get it pretty easily. You know, I can figure out like how to cut a crease, how to overline your lips, like contouring, all that. I can get all that pretty freaking easily. But I cannot for the life of me figure out my fucking laptop. I can't. I had to fucking Google how to copy text on my MacBook. Thank God I kept my old laptop, because it's the only thing getting me it's the only thing getting me through school this semester, because I do not understand how to use it. My new one. I'm dipping into the conspiracy palette and getting ranch to do my highlight, because that is, honest to God, my all-time favorite probably highlight. It's just really pretty. So overall, those shades were super, super shimmery and very powdery. But the mattes blended really well. That shimmer glittery shade, I don't even know what you'd call it. It even did really well. I probably should have tried pressing it on with my finger before I went straight into trying to wet it, but I mean, it worked out. I really liked the way this is coming through for me. I am not gonna put on any eyeliner today because I have to finish another video, but what I am gonna do really quick, and I don't know why I put this palette back in my drawer before telling you, is we are going to do a little bit of a lower lash line business just for a little bit of definition. I'm gonna take that middle brown shade and run it underneath. Then I'm gonna take the darkest brown. I realize now I totally should have just told y'all the damn name. Nice Stems is that medium brown, and 12 is Last Call, which is the dark brown we're working with right now. Also, I forgot to mention on the back of this palette, there are 3 different looks you can do. Fresh Bouquet, Berry Chic, and Super Bloom. Berry Chic is obviously a berry shade. I do want to play around with this palette more with these purpley shades, but for today we were going pretty simple. So, overall, I like it so far. Let me hop off of camera and finish out my face, and then we will be back in the saddle again. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll be back. Okay, so we are back. I just used the Dose of Colors in Stone liquid lipstick, and I'm gonna go over it with Buxom's White Russian. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I do think this palette is worth $10 if you're starting to speckle around in some more color. It has really pretty wine and like purpley burgundy shades. But also if you just like makeup and you know, like trying out new stuff, definitely buy it. These chunky glitter shades, I only used one, I realized, but they seem to be really cool. They look awesome. So yeah, I am gonna get off here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are doing a giveaway at 400 subscribers and we are over halfway there. So hurry up, subscribe. You could win shit. All right, I'm gonna get off here. Have a good day, guys. Bye.